A lot of that coming in garbage time. How does this one end as game 2 is underway here
against OKC? It's their worst field goal against an opponent, and as a result, it's because the Thunder signed him, and it just seemed like he's been seamless within their offense. A passing big, screens, help with rebounding, as Dort knocks down the 3.
Shai Gilgeous-Alexander, maybe his first significant touch nearly 4 minutes into the game. Holmgren from deep, that's good.
Doing a great job putting his head down, getting to the rack. Jump shots not falling early.
SGA, pretty floater.
Wow, they like to add a
couple inches. J-Dub very impressed. John Morant finally Candace gets one to drop.
And if there is a bright spot for Memphis, it has been that in game 1 they did keep SGA under control.
Santi Aldama, but boy, he's grimacing in pain. That right ankle.
Candace, I'm a little disappointed after seeing Ja this morning and shoot around as Shaq knocked down a big 3. I just expected a little more fire. That last play, Candace, if I'm being real with our viewers, that was a little too nonchalant for me.
There's Luke Kennard, who hasn't played much, hasn't really been in the mix, interestingly, for a team that has been desperately looking for points. Jackson, big 3 from Memphis. Here comes SGA weaving through a crowd into the corner. Wallace, the fake, the fire, got it!
Difficult on the Memphis Grizzlies offense. Tap from behind for SGA to get going.
Of the year was in the top 5 in the Western Conference. Just hard to put into words.
And when Coach Isolo took over as Pippen Jr. knocks down the bank shot, I mean, this is tough as they were 0-4 during the regular season against Thunder.
Look at Jalen Williams. Those cat-like instincts with his hands, and then the finish. Good start off the bench for Memphis.
And again, back-to-back points in the paint, which is what the Grizzlies need to do.
And right now the Thunder just tee it off to start the second. And get his star player a breather here. Pippen, errant pass, poked away. Allen Wiggins tracks it down, and he's headed to the free throw line. With what they are building here in OKC, it is a scary proposition for the rest of the league.
I had the opportunity to, as John Morant.
Big man on the interior. So 15-point gameplay, beautiful backdoor dive. Wiggins picking them apart. Playing DB on that play. So a 17-point game. Can Morant get himself going? Inside with the leaner, just tremendous body control. We'll see if you can't push some of the right buttons here to get them going. 5 to shoot. Morant left open with fire and hits. All right, Scottie Pippen Jr., undrafted, third-year player out of Vanderbilt, really starting to come into his own. Desmond Bane getting to the rack. Tomas Isolo, the Helsinki, Finland-born interim head coach who joined his team last summer. That is Holmgren from deep. Underneath Kennard, 4 to shoot. Walks a tightrope underneath, and he throws it right to Caruso. 8th turnover, SGA. In a 3. And OKC now is 8 of 19 from deep in his first half. Morant zigzags his way underneath, up, and gets the friendly bounce. Just a magical sequence from Morant. So the lead now at 15. Pippen Jr. trying to stay with SGA. Doubled up, out to Dort from deep. That's good.
In contest, and also as a shooter, that's where you want the ball to come from.
Double team. This is Caruso from deep.
And right there, that extra play right there by Joe is the difference in this OKC Thunder.
Final buck 20 of the half. John Morant, 9 of his 10 points in the quarter, fading away. Awfully tough shot. Jackson picked up his 3rd foul at the early stages of the quarter, and that is Williams from deep.
Too much space.
Got a 4-second difference. Shot to game clock. Morant against Joe. Gets it to Pippen Jr. for 3. That's good.
And Morant sent
this series again, just 15 points in game 1.
And they're still up 18.
Jaren Jackson, boy, he's hit a couple of those tough leaners tonight.
The Grizzlies just seem like they're a step slow. I mean, we're talking about energy and effort in the playoffs, 3D.
Desmond Bane hasn't been able to get his game going in an 18-point hole. Morant pulls and hits another three, his second in 5 attempts, and he's got 15. SGA to high screen from Hartenstein. He has been just lethal from that spot. One and done for the Grizz. Look at Holmgren in the open floor, working against this man, and Morant.
And that right there is the extra effort. A great extra effort by Bane, not giving up on the play.
Jaren Jackson, the spin boy. Hartenstein making him work awfully hard. Timeout taken by Mark Daignault, who's got to be careful he's not teed up here. Smart pass, Hartenstein underneath to Dort. So a 15-point game. Bane left open, gets a screen and hits. Deep shot for Bane.
Memphis has played OKC pretty even.
Williams creating the space with that leaning shoulder. Jalen Williams, a guy who really has become the poster boy for the development of this OKC franchise. What a shot, Pippen Jr. Crowd starts to come alive. They try to rally the troops. 15-4, Grizzlies run. SGA elevates and hits.
This is Shea's spot right here. That left side mid-range where he's able to do so much. Going over that left shoulder. We've seen the bump fade to the baseline so many times. He does the counter.
Tomas Isolobi, interim head coach of the Grizzlies. Trying to come up with some defensive answers now for SGA, who's starting to come alive. Here comes Williams. Open floor. Angry flush. Marvin Bagley on the box, and it's taken away by SGA. Again, he was top 5 in the league this season in steals. Here he comes to the rack and lays it in. John Morant, 15 points, taking on all comers and hits a tough turnaround fade against Alex Caruso. Here's John Conchar getting some run. Out to Pippen, 4 to shoot, leaps into the paint, and he goes glass. And he's headed to the free throw line. And here come the Grizzlies again.
At every single position.
Final minute of the quarter. Holmgren coming over to get Jackson, but the stick-to-itiveness underneath.
I think the Thunder have to be better in this fourth quarter against him in those spots.
Caruso left open, and he makes him pay for it. It's a play on, say the officials. Caruso back to Wallace. Wallace on the perimeter. It's a play on, say the officials. Caruso back to Wallace.
And Memphis has to go to this Jaren Jackson, John Morant.
Look at Caruso. Within 6 with about 6.5 left in the third quarter. But it's been all Thunder since. Caruso putting his imprint on this game. Is the NBA out? Well, Desmond Bane able to sneak in and stick it back. Strategy for the Grizzlies.
Well, offensively, you got to get John Morant getting downhill. I think you do that with up the lane screens, but he's got to make better decisions with the basketball.
Kennard well played, but Jalen Williams even better.
SGA. That I hope all the young ballers are out there watching. His facial expression does not change when he misses jump shots.
And right there, it's Wallace just ripping it away from Aldama. Holmgren. Holmgren obviously had his hip injury. Just think of how quickly they put it together. Ja Morant up and under. But too little, too late for the Grizzlies. SGA contested 3. Seconds will tick off the clock. And Oklahoma City